Okay, good morning children. How are you? Today we discuss about the altitudes of a triangle. Altitudes means height in different situations. You find out the height in different situations in mathematics. Suppose you take a tree. How you measure the height of a tree? This is not a correct shape. So on the time you draw like this, you find the height of this length. Suppose you take how you measure the height? This is the height of this person. This is the height of the tree. You measure this length. You measure this length. This is the height of a man or tree. You find out like that. How you find out the height of a triangle? A, B, C. From A, so many line segments are drawn to the base BC. How you find out this height? How you find out this height? Which line segment consider the height of a triangle? In triangle ABC, from vertex A to base BC, drawn so many line segments. Out of these line segments, which you find the correct height? How you find the correct height? Among these, correct height. You find the correct height, vertex A to, you draw the perpendicular segment to the BC, base BC, perpendicular line segment. This is the perpendicular line segment. So this is the height of a triangle. You find the height of a triangle. How you find the from vertex A to which is the drawn perpendicular to the base BC, that is the height of the triangle. This is not height. The two line segment not find the correct height of the triangle. So this is the height of a triangle. This is the correct altitude of a triangle. Clear now? Vertex A to which we can draw the line segment vertex A to from vertex A to base BC. Perpendicularly draw the vertex BC, base BC. That is the height of a triangle. In triangle ABC, the height is the distance from vertex A to the base base. here so many line segments are there. Out of this, which is the correct height represents? The correct height represents the height of a triangle starts from A and is perpendicular to and is perpendicular to BC. The line segment shoot at the triangle length triangle is given. How you measure the height of a triangle? How you measure the altitude of a triangle? From vertex A to you draw the line segment perpendicular to the base. This is the perpendicular to the base BC. AD is the altitude of a triangle. Altitude is nothing but the height. So this length of AD is the height of a triangle. This is the medians of a triangle. Here one triangle is drawn, that is A, B, C. AB, BC, CA, three sides. Vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. Here, this is the midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB, midpoint of BC, midpoint of CA. D, E, F. Midpoint of AB is F, midpoint of BC is D, midpoint of AC is E. Midpoint means middle point. From vertex A to draw the line segment perpendicular to BC. This is the median. From vertex A to draw the one line segment to touch the midpoint, that is the median. From B to C, draw another median. AD is formed, that is the median. Next, B to C. This is the another median. This is to C. This is the another median. These three median join one point. This is the centroid. All the three medians join together at a particular point, centroid of the triangle. So in a triangle ABC, first you find out the midpoint of side AB. Midpoint of side AB is the F. Midpoint of side AC is the E. Midpoint of side BC is the D. All the from vertex A to the midpoint D join that to form a one median. From vertex C to join BC midpoint of F, that is the another median. B to E, this is the another median. All three medians join at a particular point, that is the centroid of a triangle. Centroid of a triangle. You find how to find centroid of a triangle. You find all the medians, add to divide by 3, that is the you get the centroid of the triangle. Is given, ABC triangle is given, midpoint of side BC is the D, midpoint of side AC is the E, midpoint of side AB is the F. This midpoint and vertex join, vertex A to base BC, midpoint is the D, join AD, AD line segment is formed. Here BE line segment is formed. Here CF line segment is formed. All three line segment AB, BE, CF join the vertices of the triangle to the midpoint of the opposite sides. They are called the medians of the triangle. AD is the one median, CF is the other median, BC is the other median. Three medians are formed. These three medians intersect at a particular point in the interior of the triangle. This point is called centroid of the triangle. This point is called centroid of the triangle. This is identify the G. The three medians intersect each other at a point in the interior of the triangle. This point of intersection is called the centroid of the triangle. Midpoints and longitudes, medians. To solve the exercise 3. Exercise 2. In exercise 2, first question. In triangle ABC, D is the midpoint of BC. This is the triangle. Of BC. What is AD called? AD is the from vertex A to you draw the line segment opposite side BC. D is the form. So AD is the what? midpoint. AD is the D is the midpoint of BC. AD is the median. AD is the median. AE is the this is the E. AE is the you draw the stripe. You find out the height. This is the height. Altitude. Altitude or height. Next, name the triangle in which the two altitudes of a triangle are two sides of its. Second question. Name the triangle in which the two altitudes of the triangle are two of its sides. This is the right angle triangle. Two altitudes of the triangle of two of its sides. Two altitudes. You find the height in this side. You find the height so two sides of its altitudes. Here you find this altitude, how this height you find in this side, how you find this, how to find this height. You draw the line, so you find this side also. So right angle triangle. Name the triangle. Which of the two altitudes is the right angle triangle? Next, does a median always lie in the interior of the triangle? Medians. Does a median always lie in the interior of the triangle? Medians always lie only in the interior of the triangle. These are the medians. So medians always lie in the interior of triangle S. The medians. Third answer now. S, the medians always lie in the interior of the triangle. Medians always lie in the interior of the triangle. Altitude always lie in the interior of the triangle. Altitude, height of a triangle. Sometimes it's lie in the exterior of the triangle also. Suppose you take the triangle. On the time you find the height exterior of the triangle. So fourth answer, does an altitude always lie in the interior of the triangle? No. Sometimes it lies No, sometimes an altitude like in the exterior of the triangle. Exterior of the triangle. Next, fifth. First one. Write the side opposite to vertex y in xyz. X, Y, Z. Write the side opposite to vertex y. Vertex y की opposite side extend. Vertex y opposite side extend. In triangle PQR, angle opposite to side PQ. Side PQ. Side PQ opposite angle or angle or. Third one. Triangle ABC. ABC in triangle ABC. Vertex opposite to side AC. Side AC opposite vertex. Vertex B. Vertex B. Vertex B. Fourth question. Does an altitude always lie in the interior of the triangle? No, sometimes it lies exterior. Opposite vertex to opposite side to vertex y. Y की opposite side extend. Next, side PQ opposite angle or side AC opposite vertex B. Group of angles and property of a triangle. Group of angle sum property of a triangle. Here you prove the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. That is the statement. The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. To prove this statement, first you take one triangle. This is the A, B, C. Given triangle ABC. plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degrees. Construction. Through A, to draw the line segment PQ parallel to BC. To draw PQ line segment parallel to BC. One, two, three, 4, 5. First we write out. Through A, draw a line segment. Draw a line segment. Draw a line segment. PQ parallel to BC. Here, 2 angles are formed. 2 and 5 vertically alternate to interior angles. 2 and 5 alternate to interior angles. 3 and 4. Angle 3 and angle 4 also alternate to interior angles. Alternate to interior angles are equal. So, angle 2 equal to angle 5. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. Angle 2 equal to angle 5. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. These alternate to interior angles. Alternate to interior angles. Add. This is equal to angle 5, angle 3 equal to angle 4. Why? Because these are alternate to interior angles. Adding 1 and 2. Angle 1 and 2. Angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 5 plus angle 4. Add 1 and 2. Add 1 and 2. Adding angle 1 on both sides. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 1 plus angle 5 plus angle 4. Adding angle 1 on both sides. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 1 plus angle 5 plus angle 4. Angle 1 plus angle 5 plus angle 4. This is the straight angle. Angle formed on a straight line. So, straight angle is the 180 degrees. Angle is forming on a straight line is the 180 degrees. Angle 1 plus angle 5 plus angle 4 equal to 180 degrees. Angle formed a straight line. Okay. Straight line. Therefore, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. So, triangle ABC, the sum of the angles in a triangle, the sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Once again I repeat ma. Proof of triangle sum property of a triangle. Given triangle ABC, what you prove? The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. That means angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degrees. You prove that first you draw the line segment through A, PQ line segment drawn parallel to BC. Here another two angles are formed, 4 and 5. Angle 2 and angle 5 are alternative interior angles. Already learned alternative interior angles are equal. So angle 2 equal to angle 5. Next pair of alternative interior angles are 3 and 4. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. So angle 2 equal to angle 5, angle 3 equal to angle 4. This is the alternative interior angles. Adding these two, angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 5 plus angle 4. Adding angle 1 on both sides. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 1 plus angle 5 plus angle 4. Angle 1 plus angle 5 plus angle 4. This is the straight line to form a triangle. So this is the 180 degrees. So angle 5 plus angle 4 plus angle 5, angle 1 plus angle 5 plus angle 4 equal to 180 degrees. That equal to angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degrees. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. This is the homework for you to learn this theorem. Page number page number 96. Theorem learn.